every question you've ever had about women, why she pulled away, why she chose him, why she stopped loving you, why you keep ending up in the friend zone, why you can't seem to attract the women you want, why she said she had a great time and then she just vanished. All of it is about to make sense. Not in a year, not after reading 10 more books or watching 100 more videos. I'm talking about the next 30 days. But here's the catch. Nothing changes if you do not take action. You can keep analyzing. You can keep trying to figure women out. Keep doing what you've been doing and getting what you've been getting. Or you can do something different right now. In this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what that action is. And if you take it, I promise you, the confusion ends here. The frustration ends here. All of it changes here. But first, let me tell you what's actually going on. Because I've worked with hundreds of thousands of men over the past 20 plus years. And I can tell you the problem isn't that you don't know what to say. It's not that you're not smart enough or good looking enough or interesting enough or rich enough. The problem is that somewhere along the way, you learned that wanting a woman is dangerous. It's selfish. It's shallow. Something to hide, to be ashamed of. So instead of expressing attraction, you intellectualize it. You get stuck in your head trying to find the perfect thing to notice about her, the clever line to say, the right move, the right timing. You're trying to earn her attraction through cleverness. But here's the truth. Attraction isn't earned through cleverness. It is transmitted through clarity. She doesn't need you to be brilliant. She needs you to be clear about what you want and unafraid to show it. Most men I work with are good men, thoughtful men, the kind of guy who was raised to be respectful, to not pressure women, to be nice, and that is not wrong. But somewhere, that programming crossed a wire, and now you feel like you need permission to want her, like expressing desire makes you a creep. Expressing desire makes you a man. So, instead, you play it safe, you're friendly, you're interesting, you're everything except honest about what you actually want, and she feels that. Women don't want to be impressed by how good you are. We want to feel chosen by a man who knows what he wants. When you hide your desire, you rob her of that feeling. And here's what's actually happening in her brain when she meets you. Women don't choose men logically. We choose based on how you make us feel. And there are exactly 4 feelings, 4 primal triggers that determine whether she sees you as just a friend or the man she can't stop thinking about, the man she's obsessed with. And I call them the 4 S's. Does he make me feel safe? The first one. Like I can finally let my guard down. Does he make me feel special? Like he actually sees me, not just another woman? Does he make me feel sexy? Like he desires me and isn't afraid to show it? Is he selective? Like he has standards and he's choosing me specifically? When you trigger all 4, she doesn't flake, she doesn't ghost, she doesn't put you in the friend zone. She leans in, she opens up, she chooses you back. I know you know this already, but I'm Marni, and I've spent 20 plus years teaching hundreds of thousands of men exactly how to create these feelings. But before I tell you what to do next, I want you to understand why I'm the one standing here, because this isn't just business, it's personal. Growing up, I could not connect with women. I didn't get them. And I am one, right? The social games, the unspoken rules, I was completely lost. So I connected with men instead. Guys took me in, became my friends, and I got to see something most women never see, that men are genuinely wonderful. They're good-hearted. They try so hard. They're stuck in their heads. They're convinced they're doing something wrong when they're just hiding. So here's the other side. I'm a heterosexual woman. I like men. I experience attraction from the inside every single day. As a wife, as a woman being approached by men when I was young, and now that I'm older, I experience it. I know what's happening in my head when a man talks to me. I know why I respond the way I do, even when it makes no sense to him. I know why she pulled away when everything seemed perfect. I know why she chose that other guy over you. I know why you're so sweet feels like a door closing, because it was. It 100% was. And honestly, I watched my father struggle with this my entire life. He's a good man. He has a heart of gold, but he never figured out how to make my mom happy. And he still can't. And he can't connect with me, even though I've literally handed him the roadmap. I've seen what that confusion does to a good man, the frustration, the loneliness, doing everything right and still feeling like you're failing. I never want another man to feel that way. After 20 plus years, here's the biggest shift that I've seen. It happens when a man stops treating women like a problem to solve. Your brain is wired to fix things, analyze, figure it out, find the perfect line. But her brain, it's wired to respond to presence, to emotional safety, being truly seen. When you stop trying to track the code and just actually show up clearly, honestly, and as a man who wants her, she opens. Connection stops being complicated, and it changes everything, whether you've been married for 30 years or you're meeting her for the first time. I know you are not a beginner. You've rode the merry-go-round. You've done all of this, right? Maybe you've been married, divorced, widowed. You've loved, you've had relationships, or maybe you haven't had relationships, but something still isn't clicking for you. Maybe you're back in the dating world and it feels foreign. Maybe you go on dates with women who seem great on paper, but there's no spark, and you blame yourself for that. Maybe you've got a voice in your head that says you'll never be able to ... every time you try. So here's what I know about you. That voice isn't truth. It's old protection software running in a new environment. It was designed to keep you safe, and it is not going to keep you fulfilled. That's what it's meant for. You don't beat it by arguing with it. You beat it by acting anyway. Here's the action I mentioned at the beginning of this video. Stop trying to figure this out all by yourself. I have a team of 11 expert wing girls, plus me, who do one thing. We help men like you finally get this area of your life handled. And I'm not talking about theory. I'm talking about real transformation. We've worked with men who never understood why she chose him instead, who felt invisible to the women they actually wanted. Men who started to believe maybe they just weren't the type of guy women go for. And now they've stopped guessing. They know exactly what works, and they're finally getting the women they never, ever thought that they could. We've worked with married men whose wives could barely look at them and took them to being back in love and happy again. We've worked with divorced men who thought they were dinosaurs, who believed the dating world had passed them by, who felt worthless. And now they're dating multiple women with ease, or they're in amazing new relationships. We have worked with widowers who lost a great love, decided they were ready for more, and we helped them go deeper with the new women in their lives than they've ever thought possible. So below this video, I have posted just a fraction of the testimonials from the thousands of men we've worked with in the last year alone. I want you to read through them, not to impress you, okay? But to show you what's actually possible when you stop guessing and start getting real guidance. So here are your next steps that I want you to take. I want you to click below. I want you to fill out an application. We do not work with everybody. Many men apply are not the right fit, and that is okay. But I have a feeling that you, the man watching this right now, might be exactly who we're looking for. So if we decide that you are a candidate, we'll set up a 45-minute dating strategy call with you. No pitch, no pressure, just a real conversation about you, where you are, what's not working, and then we'll create a custom game plan for you and women moving forward. So here is what I know about you. Just because you're watching this right now, you're not broken, you're not behind, you're not doing it wrong. You're becoming a man who finally wants something and is ready to go after it with the right help. And that is where everything changes. So I want you to click below. I want you to fill out the application, and let's see if we're a fit. Okay? I'll talk to you soon. Read the testimonials.